Hey friends, I am so excited that you are here. Welcome to my channel. I have a passion for floral arranging and it excites my heart. So if that's something you are interested in, please share and subscribe. We are going to have so much fun today. My dahlias. I don't know if you're familiar with dahlias, but I will link below. This was my first year to plant tubers from the little bulb and this was such a gratifying experience. I have a funny story for you, which I'll tell you in a minute, but these opened up and I love the two-toned, and this focal flower is the inspo for our other Trader Joe flowers today. So I guess this is our Diva main star, and then we have all the other little side actors today. So I have a fish bowl. I guess I call it a fish bowl or a bubble bowl, and I have a Lazy Susan today, which makes life a lot easier. And this is already pre-filled with some bleach water, some floral food, and now I am ready to build the arrangement. So Trader Joe's was so much fun. I was over the moon excited because we have a new Trader Joe's location in our area and it did not disappoint, let me tell you. Very, very excited. So the first thing I want to do is flank the greenery. When I have bowl vases, I don't know why, but I like to do the greenery first. Initially, I was going to use this other vase, but since I have shorter roses, I will show you these beautiful garden roses. Aren't those just absolutely lovely? But they're too short, so always scale. With this one, we'd want something much taller. So this is the vessel we are going to use today. So I'm going to start with this beautiful, I got two kinds of eucalyptus. This one is kind of the very round, isn't it? Nature is so beautiful. These beautiful round leaves. And the reason why I chose this one, and I want you to be mindful too when you are selecting, is notice how lovely they go together. Kind of that soft sage color with the light lavender. So first thing we're going to do is, I don't want it quite this tall, but I like that it's kind of bendable and malleable. So I'm going to kind of cut off one branch at a time. So we're going to cut these two off. Doesn't mean that I won't use them later, but you want to make sure that any excess leaves, first of all, you never want them to touch in the water because that will kind of muck up the water. And you do want them to kind of overflow on the side. So we're going to cut. I've got some pruning shears. And I tell you what, I probably at this point need to get some new pruning shears because they do go old after a while. Okay, so this one just kind of flips up. I have to do it so it doesn't flip up or flop. And sometimes you have to kind of play with it as you are going along. So we've got one. Whoa, that is still flopping. Let's try over here. Okay, that works. If it's funny, on certain greenery and foliage, it will totally flop out of the vase if you don't put it at the right location. But this was the right location, so that is good. Oh my goodness. So we had Memorial Day weekend at the time that I'm recording this, and it was so much fun, but it's starting to get hot. It's starting to actually feel like summer outside. I don't know where you live or where you are located, or if it's starting to feel super hot where you are, but it was funny. Even people that were out and about, they're like, it's hot, it's getting hot. And it's something that we all kind of commiserate together in the South. We know when it gets hot, it's going to be a while. So happy flower arranging. Do something fun and comforting like floral arranging. Okay, so I have my other piece here. And again, whenever it flops, you probably, the first thing you want to do is chop it and then kind of bend. Okay, this piece, I'm going to have to, some of my tape is coming off. No worries. We're just going to, if that ever happens, just this piece, if you were doing it for like an event, you'd probably want to be fussy and redo it. But right now we're not doing it for an event. We're just doing this for fun. So, okay. Okay, so I actually did, the tape started winding all the way around and I got flustered. So now I'm back and I took some of the tape off and we're fine now. So real world happenings, it happened. So, okay, so I have these two eucalyptus flanked and I think they're so, so pretty. And I'm just gonna go in with a couple of more. Okay, so I have this one here. All right, so we're just gonna flank the leaves. A few more. One right there. And that one's a little short, so let's try another one. Okay. Let me go in this one here. Okay. These are so pretty. They almost look like rubber to me. They really, really do for some reason. I'm like, they feel every texture. It's almost like leather or pleather. Does anyone wear pleather skirts? Green pleather. Okay, so this is really fun. I think we have a really good start right here. And so the next thing I want to do is add one more layer of greenery. And I decided back and forth, I went to some beautiful kind of yellow-green flowers, but then I was like, no, I am gonna go back to this lovely color, but just use a different texture. And I'm so glad I did because we are staying with the light lavender palette, which I think is super, super fun. So, okay, what do you think I'm going to do right now? Haircut here, haircut here, exactly. So we're gonna do snip, snip, snip. Again, put your favorite music on. If you've watched my channel, I always say we are going to create together. We're not going to be intimidated. We're going to have fun because that is when beautiful things come together. Okay, so I have this little piece right here. Oh, see, it's coming together already. This is fantastic. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And then I'm going to take another, oh, y'all, I love scents. I was telling someone the other day that I love like aromatherapy. I love all the fun, beautiful scents, and they just make my heart happy, especially eucalyptus. Now make sure that all the stems, I may have to add a little more water later, but make sure that all your stems are in the water, okay? You don't want them coming out or they will dry and wither, right? So you want them in the water. Okay, so this looks absolutely fantastic. I'm very, very, very happy with this. Okay, so I think if I were to say what is the inspo for this piece, I would say spa. This is our spa relaxation arrangement. I absolutely love it. Okay, so now we're going to go in with a really light, oh my goodness. Can you smell it? This is like, I love the garden roses because they actually smell like perfume, like those really expensive perfumes that you just wear and they don't wear off all day. That's what a garden rose smells like. So these are already a little on the shorter side and they don't come in a dozen bunch like the other ones, but the quality is so much better because you get so many more full roses. Okay, so always remember 45-degree angle because they're thirsty little things. And then take off do not ever be afraid. I remember the first time I started doing floral arranging, I was afraid of removing the excess petals, but you do not be afraid of that. And then the other ones you want to open up with your hands and Oh, that is just perfect. Beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to put one right here. I think that's just lovely. Right kind of flanked. And I'm going to grab another one. And I think I'm going to kind of crisscross these lovely roses. So again, this one even has a little bit of a bruise, just a little bit right there. Oh my goodness, I'm making a lovely little petal trail. Okay, so I'm kind of opening up and zhuzhing. You can even see, oh my goodness, you can even see on this one, look at the beautiful center. So what we are going to do on this one is actually take out a few of the petals so that that becomes a part of the arrangement, and it's very open. Isn't that lovely? Okay, so we are going to cut this one, add it. I'm going to put you right, how about right here on the other side, just a little bit lower because we want kind of movement. Another little bruised petal here. Okay, see, needed to go. Okay, so I have these two and I really like to add three. So we're going to add one more. And I love that this one is kind of a blush pink. These are kind of more of a peachy buttercream. And so we have kind of a variegation of colors. And just as you would in a interior design color palette, when you're picking out paint colors and accessories and all the things, you want to have kind of a color palette for your floral arrangement. So this one, really pretty. Now these do have thorns. Some do not, but garden roses do have thorns. So be mindful of that. Okay, we're just going to put this one right here in the back. Okay, that works. Oh, but it's kind of falling over. So let's make it a little bit shorter. All right, make it a little shorter. And the grid support, one thing I have learned just by experience is if they start flopping over, choose another place on the grid because that can kind of fall back on. Like, you know, the grid is just kind of like back support. Everyone needs a mattress, good back support, and floral arranging is no exception. You need that support. So, okay, so we have that, and I think that looks really good. I also found this beautiful eucalyptus. I like saying the name. I like how it just kind of comes at you, and it's fun, and it's textural, and it's called eucalyptus. So we're going to add some eucalyptus. You know, I just kind of grabbed it this time around. So some of them were more of a blue and some of them were more green, but I really want the ones that are more blue for this arrangement to give it kind of that color palette texture. So we're going to use some eucalyptus. Always a fun flower to add interest to. So we have this one. We're going to kind of add it. I always kind of move them around. I think that works quite lovely. And I'm going to put one right here in the back, another piece of eucalyptus. I like this one for some reason. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's just fun. Okay, we're going to cut this. All right, I'm going to put this one right back there. This is definitely a spa arrangement. It's super fun. Okay, so let's quick flower tutorial. What have we done so far? We've used greenery. We used two types of greenery. We have textural greenery. We have this kind of spiky textural interest over here next to the very soft garden roses. Okay, then I also got these spray roses, which are absolutely breathtakingly beautiful. And what I was really happy with is that there's a lot of the little buds along with the bigger buds. So that is super fun. And we're going to put this right in there. I just love, I'm always drawn to the spray roses because It's a flower that you can really fill your designer vase creations with. So I tell you what, the more you floral arrange, the more you want to floral arrange. It really becomes such a relaxing time, just like a nature walk, or some people find cooking very relaxing. Floral arranging can just add so much life to your life. Okay, and you don't have to have a special event. You can just do it just because you want to floral arrange, and it's fun. All right, so I have a piece right there, which is really, really beautiful, and it's just begging for me to do another piece either here or here. So we're going to do another one. All right, which one shall I choose? How about you? Okay, this one is kind of curving over a little bit, so that's why I chose that one. And it's got the fun little bud. Let's be buds. I'm gonna put that one right there. Kind of lower, which is fine. And I'm gonna start filling this up a little bit more. I think I'm gonna do one. Oh goodness, how about on the other side, right there? I have the fun little Lazy Susan, which I keep forgetting that I have the luxury of this Lazy Susan. One of my wonderful subscribers mentioned, you know, it would be a lot easier if you use a Lazy Susan. And I had a large arrangement, such a great idea. On these small arrangements, I have one. I will probably have to get a bigger one at some point, but it really does help. It was a really good hint to use the Lazy Susan. Okay, let's fill this up with some more garden roses. I think I'm going to do 5 for this piece. The roses came in a set of like 8, and I think I want to do 5 so that I could do 3 for the other one. Okay, so I have this piece, and where are we going to put you? How about 2 in the center right there? This one's looking a little tall and a little out of place, so we're making it a little shorter. Okay. Oh gosh, this smells so good. Really, really smells nice. Okay, and then the other one I'm going to put right over here. Put a little smaller one. And this one right over here. Open it up. Okay, put you right there. Yes. Okay, so I love how the euryngum is kind of poking out over here, and I'm going to need another euryngum. Another euryngum right about here. And then we're right there. I think that works. Yes. Okay, now I also have these beautiful pussy willow branches, which I forgot to take the rubber bands off, guys. Okay. Oh, they are unshackled. They are unshackled. Okay, so here is one. I'm going to be a little choosy with these. Okay, let's do this one. Okay, so I love how these are kind of a lot taller, and they can just kind of flank out. Oh, yes. This just softens. I don't know why. I've always been intrigued by them. I really have. But I think if you are flower arranging, for some reason, it's not the first thing that you would pick. But if you want to elevate your floral arrangements, you really want to pick something that you normally would not pick, right? Because it gives it so much interest, so much character, and it really just makes the arrangement pop. So these are so fantastic. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do 5 of them. We'll take this one. I like this one. It's kind of curved a little bit. We're gonna add this one. Oh, these are so fun. Okay, we're gonna add this one right about, how about kind of in the front, coming towards the middle, so it's dramatic and it's falling back and it's fun. Okay, and then I think we're gonna add the focal flower. Okay, so dahlia, again, I'll link it below the video. We have some insect action here. This was the funny story I was going to tell you. Okay, so my husband was actually cleaning out the gutters today when I picked the dahlia arrangement, and I'm still, okay, some of the gutter stuff was coming down and I was so disturbed. I was literally like a little protective canopy tent, putting my arms, I said, the neighbors must have thought it was hilarious. I said, I've waited for this to bloom for months, and now all this gunk is getting on the petals. So I took a small piece of pine straw while my husband was cleaning out the gutters, and I was meticulously, because I knew I wanted to do this floral arrangement, and I did not want it to be ruined. And so I'm sure I looked a little nutty doing that, but it was, not nutty, but you know what I mean? Like just maybe no one noticed, but I felt a little self-conscious because I was making such a ridiculous show about it. But I just in the moment thought my sweet dahlia was going to be ruined, but it's not. Okay, so when you cut your dahlias, you want to cut 18 to 20 inches. And then, once you see that little leaf node underneath, that's new growth. So you want to leave that. I love that some of these are open. One of these are open and the other ones still have these adorable little bulbs. Okay, so this one we are definitely going to have to decide where to put it. And I think we're going to put it right here. Let's see, do I want it there? Do I want it there? I'm going to make this shorter. And you know what? If you don't know where you want it, try different places. So that's what we're going to do right now. I'm going to put it back here. See what it looks like there. Okay, that's kind of fun. I like it kind of off to the side. Right there. We can always move it if we want. Isn't this fun? You get to turn it around. This is so fun. Okay, I love this. This one really, it has the two-toned. If you can see on the underside, it has that beautiful like burgundy along with the very relaxing kind of lavender eucalyptus oil. And I think it's so, so pretty. But I think back here, we're definitely going to have to add some more greenery. So that's what we're going to do. And we're going to take just this little piece here. Oh, okay, so this is my spa-inspired arrangement. I may have to do more spa-inspired arrangements. Would this be lovely in a bathroom? You're just wanting after a long day to relax, and Epsom salt baths are so much fun. This is my spa-inspired arrangement. Oh, look at this one. This one's very interesting too. This was in there with the greenery, and I don't know if you can see it, but this has some interesting little smaller whimsical pieces coming out, which will add some more character. And so I'm going to put this one back here for some interest. I love dangly pieces like that. They're just really fun. And then I see a big gaping hole right here. And so I'm going to add another spray rose. And we're going to add this little piece right here. And I think that's exactly what it needs. Okay, I'll put you right here. Okay, kind of tuck you in. And the more arrangements that I do, I like my pieces to breathe, but if you keep turning and turning, you'll see a big gaping hole, and my hole is right here. And so I'm going to need one more euryngenium, and we're going to put one more euryngenium. Now this one I'm going to do a little bit taller and just see what it looks like. Oh, I think that's fun. Okay. Y'all, I think we have an arrangement. This is super fun. I'm going to look at it from all angles to make sure. I may have to go a little bit shorter on that. Let's see. Oh, I mean, it kind of dangles. Just angle it. Depends on where you angle too. And the personality. Do you want a very like, oh yeah, I like it coming forward. That's what we're going to do. That's really fun. But now in the back, now I feel like I might need something right there. Ah, how about some more greenery? Okay. When in doubt, add more greenery. It's always a winning combination when you're sure of it. Right? Oh, yeah. That's beautiful. That's gorgeous right there. Y'all, we did a lovely spa. This is our lavender oil inspired arrangement and with the blushing tones, and we have our focal flower dahlia. No, I did not move it. And I guess I could always move it around, but I'm just so happy and so relaxed right now that I'm not sure I even care. So this was super fun. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it inspires you. I love the softness, the whimsical, and I love Trader Joe's. Thank you, Trader Joe's. This was not expensive to create because of the affordability. This video is not sponsored by Trader Joe's, but I certainly love Trader Joe's. So hope this inspired you. Share and subscribe, friends. I try to add a video on Thursday. So thank you so much for watching and have a great week.